Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and it has been an unusual week for me in terms of videos. I have been under the weather, as you can probably hear, and while my oldest is also under the weather, you can hear him in the background. And so I have missed you guys, but I am back today to record this video for you. I'm hoping it's going to go together okay. But this is some stuff that I found at Michael's a couple weeks ago when I was not feeling sick. I like to poke my head in there every once in a while just to see what they're coming out with. And I actually went in looking for Halloween stuff. And when I went through their regular diamond painting section, I noticed that they had put out a number of new products, new kinds of products that I hadn't ever seen before. So I actually thought I would grab some of those to share with you today. Michael's has their Make Market line, which is one of their store brands. It's typically pretty budget friendly. So I feel like their non-seasonal stuff, a lot of times they will not put the price on. But typically this stuff is usually around, it's on here, like $9.99, $14.99, sometimes $19.99. I want to say most of these were in the ballpark of $12.99 to $14.99. And there's always coupons, right? We never pay full price at Michael's. You always sign up for the app and the rewards. They've always got at least like 20% off an item or your whole purchase or more. So don't pay full price. So really, in my opinion, this is one of the more budget-friendly diamond painting options that are out there that you can get in store if you're in the United States. And also if you're someone that cares about licensing, which is just that in essence, really, I use licensing as kind of a catch-all term for artwork that wasn't stolen from the artist. And Michael's has, I think they've used Shutterstock, stock photos, kinds of things before. They might use AI. I don't know. That's what I've heard some people say. I tried to grab things that didn't look obviously AI. And they might also work with artists that are just kind of like in an off-label way or have an in-store artist. So if you're someone that cares about that side of things, then this can be a really good option. So I grabbed some different kinds of diamond paintings, again, some newer kinds of products that I didn't remember seeing there before. And then they are really stepping up their game when it comes to accessories. And when I saw they had a tray tower, I thought we'd grab one of these and take a look and see what the quality looks like, because I know, well, to be honest with you, I don't typically kit up my diamond paintings into trays like that. I know lots of you do love to do that, and having a really budget-friendly option, especially one that you can go and just pick up in store, order online. I wanted you to know that this is something that Michael's now has, in addition to a number of other accessories that are really budget-friendly. So that said, what should we start with? You know what? I want to start with the cutest thing that we have in front of us, which is absolutely this one. This is a set of, they're hanging together. They've got black frames and black strings, so you can't see it against the black background. But it's, two sets that I think hang together, and it says wooden frame included. They're 5 by 7 inches each, and look at how cute these are. Now, admittedly, these are a freestyle of diamond painting in terms of how you're placing drills. I'll show you when we're looking at it, which is not my personal favorite, but sometimes with little novelty projects like this, it can be fun. On the back of the box, they tell you some info about how to diamond paint, including how to put on the frame. We've got our contents all listed out for you here, but we're going to look at all this together. And they had several of these little sets with different kinds of themes, but this was by far the cutest in my opinion. So let's open this up. Now, I am not an affiliate of Michael's or anything like this. I purchased these myself, and I don't have like kickback links or anything like that. I just think that it's really cool to have these budget-friendly options and want to make sure that I let you guys know about it. And I just wanted to mention that because I feel like sometimes when I start talking about this stuff, I feel like it's such a good deal that I sound very sales pitchy, and it's not. I'm not getting any kickbacks. Okay, so we've got our frames here and then everything else here. Let's take a look. So we've got a toolkit, basic tray, basic pen with a squishy, some baggies, and then wax. This is kind of their standard run-of-the-mill toolkit that'll come with their projects. And then they do give you some instructions. And you know what? Honestly, I think they do pretty solid instructions. Specifically, I think that they offer some nice tips that are practical. I remain convinced that someone on the team at Make Market at Michaels is a diamond painter that is, or at least someone that is relatively well in tune with the community, because I've seen them make some changes and adaptations and things that are not common to see from companies unless it's someone that is an honest to goodness diamond painter or hears feedback from people in the community going, oh, I really wish that they did this, or I really wish they had that. Michaels, if you're listening, you'll notice, you guys, I did not get any square drill kits from Michaels. Right now, they have acrylic squares that are, sorry, they're really, really poor quality. Michaels, if you got resin squares, I'd be, man, really singing your praises. Okay, back to this though. We've got a legend. I actually really appreciate they include this, and you get DMC codes. You don't always get DMC codes, but in this case, they did give us DMC codes. If you really wanted to, you could run this through a really inexpensive sticker maker, like a Xyron X150 sticker maker. It costs less than $20. You can feed it through there, and there's no batteries or anything involved, and it comes out as sticker paper, and then you could cut off these labels and put them onto storage containers or those trays if you really wanted to. But this is such a small scale project, I don't know if you really feel like it's that deep. We have our canvases here. Oh my gosh, that really is super, super, super cute. Which one do you guys like best? So we've got this kind of stiff oilcloth type material, and then they do a plastic cover. I'd say that's like a medium thickness. And then their glue, you guys, it's really sticky. I think their glue is great. And then the white bars you see here are where the frame is going to go over. So there's 2 packs of frames here. I'm trying to see if there's strings. I don't think there's strings that technically connect them. It kind of looked like there were in the artwork here, but then I don't think I really see them here. I don't know. I'm not going to cut these open, but you could connect them, I suppose, if you really wanted to. Anyway, doesn't matter. These are magnetic, and there's 4 in each of these, and so you'll do one on either side of the top and the bottom. That's just the unit number for this. Now, Make Market likes to use primarily alphanumeric symbols, which is not a personal favorite of mine. I like when there's more in the mix because I feel like it stands out to your eye more easily, or at least to mine, but not a deal breaker. Again, we're talking budget friendly here. This is an example of what I call a freestyle grid, which is where, unlike this kit, where things are on and a lot of diamond paintings, the diamonds are on a really strict grid that is like really in line. This kind of follows the shape of the image. Now the background, sure, you've got a little bit more in the way of like lines you could multi-place with, but notice how much the spacing kind of differs depending on the line and where it's going up to. So some people hate this style of grid, some people love it, some people are somewhere in the middle. I just wanted to point out that these canvases have the freestyle style of grid. This one even more so, but it's so cute. With certain artwork, the freestyle approach is really the only way to go about it. Now, I am seeing some, I wish that they would get rid of these every once in a while. I feel like they have gotten rid of them because I don't see them. And then I open up a canvas like this and there they are again. These symbols, the red printing is, in my opinion, really hard on the eyes, especially on a white background. Like the canvas just seems to soak up that ink. And so if you're someone that has a hard time seeing symbols, you can barely make out. In the camera, it's a lot clearer. The camera's pulling detail into it, but in person, like that's a J, that's a V, it's hard to make out. I wish they would do away with using red ink for their symbols. This one, it's not as egregious. It's just like the F and the paws and the ears. Oh, there's some, the O and the eggs here. Yeah, I wish they would get rid of the red. Really, I do. And then the drills. Now, you don't typically see a lot of special drills. Usually if they've included, you'll sometimes see ABs or glow in the dark every so often. I don't know if that'll have any glow in the dark in it, but usually or often they'll advertise it on the box. So they'll say like AB diamonds or something like that, or crystals even. More often than not, no, though the drills are not going to have special drills included. But these are acrylic rounds. I don't have a problem with acrylic rounds. When I talk about acrylic, that's the material these are made out of. In diamond painting, typically diamonds are made out of either acrylic or resin type materials. Resin is a must for me when it comes to square drills, but with rounds, acrylic is fine. I think that Michael's round drills, I honestly don't have any complaints. They're fine. The way that they've done the numbering, they don't put the DMC code on these or the symbol. They just put the legend number. So that's what you're lining it up with. So like number 12 is going to be this one right here. But this will also vary depending on the project. Sometimes they will, I think, just put the symbol on the drill packaging. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen the DMC code on there. But anyway, that's kind of this little 2-piece set. I remain a little bit confused. Like today, oh, you know what? It's not that it's attached. It's that that's the hanger that's on the tops. They just overlapped it. That's what it is. They're not actually attached. It's just overlapped. Okay. Optical illusion. That's cute. I'm not mad. All right. There's that one. Now let's take a look at this big kind of panel style. Now, it's not the first time I've seen Michaels do this kind of stretched canvas style, or even the first time I've seen them do like 3 panels, like more like landscape, like taller kinds of panels. This was kind of interesting though, like 4 squares. They had several like this. I went with the planet style because my youngest is really into all things outer space, especially the moon. And okay, we've got our 4 pre-printed stretch canvases, each 6 by 6 inches, and all this good stuff, hanging hardware. This one, I don't know if this one was $19.99 or if this one was $14.99. I do not remember off the top of my head. But let's take a look. I can kind of show you what it means when they say stretched canvas in case you weren't familiar. So, okay, we have multiple bags of diamonds in here. Okay, oh, well, the way that it's packaged anyway is like that. We have a, oh, don't rip. Oh, don't rip. I stuck that in the sticky part. Okay. So we have a legend on this one. I really love to see that. I think this, honestly, maybe it feels like it's a small thing. I think it does make a big difference, so I'm really glad that they do that. This instruction sheet, oh, this looks like an upgraded instruction sheet, actually. A little, I don't know, it's like a different paper material than this one was. Is it? Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. I think it's just that they were able to fold it more neatly. Okay. All the how-tos, including how to attach the hanger on the back of these canvases, all your tips and stuff, and then the back is all in French. And then the canvases themselves. Oh, and there's the toolkit. I keep sticking that in the sticky part of the package. Okay, so in between these canvases, we've got our toolkit, which is the same as the last one, basic tray, pen, baggies, and wax. And then the hanging materials, which they give you instructions for how to use these to attach each of these to each of the backs of these, and then you can hang it. And I guess you can decide how close you want to put them together. If you really wanted to have them butt up right up against each other, there's absolutely nothing saying you couldn't do it that way. Am I just not smart enough for this? I don't think I am. No, for real though. Okay. Like, good grief. Okay. Except we're upside down. But that's the idea, is these are these 4 canvases. So each of these is going to have the wrapped canvas. It's pretty secure, and I love that they also have given it this like particle board kind of backing. That will make a difference when you go to actually diamond paint this, because I've seen stretched canvas style projects where there's not a backing here. It's just the canvas that's kind of pulled taut around a frame. And trying to diamond paint if it's just a canvas with no sturdy backing is a pain. It feels like you're about to poke through the canvas. It's kind of stressful. So this is a really nice addition. It gives it some more structure. I think that'll help with hanging. Now it's going to look over time as well. This is the same kind of medium thickness of plastic cover. That's pretty sticky glue. This is something that actually similar to, well, for any of these, honestly, if you're going to be displaying them or having them out, I would recommend sealing them when you're done. I have a video on how to seal a diamond painting. It's really not hard. So if you're easily intimidated like I am, I try to make it really easy and accessible to do. You only need a couple of things, not expensive either. But sealing it before you hang it is going to prevent dust and dirt from getting in the little bits of glue that are going to be around the diamonds that you place, because they're round drills. They don't perfectly cover up every single bit of glue that's on here. And if dust and stuff gets in there, especially dust, you're not going to get it out. So if you seal it once it's done, that will help. We have alphanumeric symbols again, primarily, though we have some others in the mix that are not. I see some red symbols again. I'm telling you, Make Market, ditch those, please. Diamond Dots does it too. I do suspect that Make Market and Diamond Dots, among others, may share like a parent manufacturer. I don't know that for sure. It's just a guess based on some similarities I see between some of their materials. You have a little bit past the edge of the drill field that doesn't have diamonds but still continues the image printing, and this will help with, like, if you had diamonds going right up to the edge or kind of spilling over the edge, that would get kind of messy. So I like this. I think that's a solid approach to it. Out of curiosity, is it the whole thing? Yeah, it's like the whole canvas edge to edge is 6 inches by 6 inches. So we've got our 4 pieces here. Our diamonds, these are also going to be rounds, and they also put the legend number on here, not the DMC code. I don't see any special drills in here. I'm not going to bother with opening these up because I don't think there's going to be anything really exciting or different to see with these drills compared to the last. But it's, you know, having them like this, it just feels very neat and organized. I feel like they did a nice job with this. So anyway, if space isn't your jam, Space Jam, they had, like I said, other styles, including some that were not 4 that made up one image. I think they had some that were like a series of 4 images on stretch canvas that like coordinated. There were a couple of landscape style ones. So yeah, they had a few different options. So if this looks fun to you, this could be really cute to do and to display. So there is that new project. Okay. I want to see these trays, so we're going to go ahead and do the trays next, because I really want to see this. I wish I could like show you that I could like transmit through the camera. This is heavy. This has weight to it. It is a chunky box. So, okay, on the back, contents, diamond art tray organizer, and then 12 trays. Assembly required. Ooh, okay, we'll see. Instruction sheet. And this was under $20 as well. I can't remember if it was $14.99 or $19.99, but it was not expensive. Oh, I see. Okay. So we've got trays, and we are assembling this sucker. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna open this up. I would like to see. I gotta cut it. I'm not gonna assemble this with you guys right this second, but I want to kind of see what it's made of. Let me not kind of scratch up the materials or anything. And I want to get out the instruction sheet too. Like, I want to get us a good look at this, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. I am so graceful. I'm so graceful. Okay. I might just scratch that with my fingernail. Oh, it just kind of buffs out. It's almost like a foamy material. Interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. It's like that's not what I expected at all. Huh? Okay. So we've got instructions. Okay, so this is, okay, IKEA fans, are you ready? They lay out everything and they're showing you how to put it all together. Okay. And there's your instructions. They include their little tiny baby screwdriver and the tiny screws. And yeah, this material is like, oh, you can kind of see, it's almost like a really thick styrofoam. You see even my fingers marking it up. It's almost got some softness and give to just the surface, but when I squeeze it, it doesn't have give. What the heck is this material made? I have no idea. If you know, feel free to let me know in the comments. I don't know what that is technically made of. No, it doesn't say. But the size of it, it's a 6 by 8 by 5.8 by 3.8 inches, or 17.4 by 14.9 by 9.9 centimeters. So like this is the back that'll like sit like this. That's how tall it's ultimately gonna sit, and you'll have 6 on each side. Yes. Yeah, that's the back. And then you have like each of these little pieces. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to try to assemble this with you guys right now, but I just wanted to kind of give you a sense for got like these pieces that I think it looks, these are the ones that you snap on here. You can see then you'll fill in like the shelves and stuff. And this one over here, all that good stuff. That is that. Let's take a look at the trays themselves. These I feel like I probably have seen from them before. I feel like I've gotten some of their trays to try out before. Maybe. Okay. So, that's got like a, hold on. I can outsmart this tray. It's a sliding lid. Huh? Kind of a sliding lid. Goodness. So it's like, almost feels 3D printed, actually. And then it has, this is an insert that has different amounts of multi-placing on either side that then you drop in, kind of tuck in there. And then this is a stopper that I cannot apparently get out. It is a stopper, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that was kind of hard to get out, honestly. I almost had to push it from this. I had to push it from this side to get it out. And then if you didn't want the grid, this is just lines. And yeah, let me try out one of these. It's really the size of a deck of cards, so it's a decent size. So you've got, man, that actually is really handy, all of this together. So it's pretty secure. The fact that this isn't easy to take off is a point in its favor in terms of just how secure it is, really. And then that slides on. So yeah, if you really shook this, the lid could come off, but it's, you know, that's still decent. Wait, should it go the other way? Did I do that wrong? Okay, yeah, that's more secure. I put it on wrong. Yeah, that's pretty solid, I think. So, and then on the end here, you could get a set of little labels and write out symbols if you wanted to. So that is super handy. And then when you've got everything on the tray organizer, you can just have these sets of labels. And then I'd imagine they don't look like they'd actually perfectly stack on top. Like if you got multiples of these organizers, I don't know if they'd stack on top of each other because they don't have cutouts for it, but you could certainly put them side by side. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you could, if you had multiple, find ways to stack them on top of each other. I don't know how secure it would be. But this, I feel like, is a pretty cool option, you guys. And I mean, you get 12 of these trays. So most paintings have more than 12 colors, sure, but this is still, that's still a pretty solid option for those of you that do like to have multiple trays, kit up your diamonds into them, and just be able to work straight out of them. So anyway, that is the Make Market Diamond Art Tray Organizer that at least my Michaels hasn't had up until like in the past month. So really cool. Glad to see them continuing to expand into more and more accessories and tools. Next, we're going to take a look at this light up project that I was intrigued by because it says it lights up. And I've seen other companies do different takes on this. I'm kind of curious to see what Make Markets looks like. So it looks like a semi-stretch canvas. And the way that they've printed this on here so that you can see the parts that are going to be lit up. So, okay, here's with the LED on and off, how it's going to look, and all of our kit contents. Tells you how many colors are in this one. Got all the warnings and stuff because there's batteries in this one. Requires 2 AAA batteries not included. Well, at least it's not a unusual battery type. So I'm not mad about that because sometimes it'll be like it requires this weird battery type that's really hard to get your hands on. Okay. So we have the same toolkit as the others. We've got, let's see if this is any different. Okay, yeah, this is specific to the project. Ooh, that's pretty. They didn't have that one when I went. But this is some specifics for this style of project. And we have a legend with this one. Okay. Hanging materials, legend, DMC codes. And then here's our project. Okay, interesting. Some of these symbols are so little. Are those like semi-transparent ones or something? Interesting. Then on the back, obviously there's no batteries in it. But, oh, and it's screwed in there for some extra security. But you do have that. Now, if you're someone that likes to use a light pad, these stretch canvas style projects can be a little tricky because there's no, like the light pad won't go through these layers of particle board. But you know what? An LED light up project, depending on where the lights are, that can actually work okay. So got the canvas material. It's a freestyle grid. And yeah, I don't know if I have AAA batteries handy, or I'd see about trying to demo that for you guys. I'll go take a look in a minute. I have AA batteries out the wazoo, but AAA, I don't know so much. Okay, 3855. That should be the last in this strand. I'm just curious to see if it happens to be. Oh, just have to open it all up. Like a special? Is that 39? Okay. Now I was just curious. I'm like, why is the symbol so tiny for this one? But it's just a normal drill. There's not like a special. Yeah, there's no special drills in this one. So the lighting effect that it's going to have is going to be pretty consistent with what you see on the box. And it looks like they put the light specifically behind these roses. And I think that that'll work well for being behind the light colors like that. I think that's going to really help it pop. It's interesting they didn't put it behind, well, some of these others. But at least the colors are vivid enough that if you weren't necessarily lighting up or during the day, it's still going to look really pretty. Because honestly, when I first saw the box, I thought, oh no, is the rest of this going to be really dull? Is it only going to look good when it's lit up? But then it's purely how they wanted to portray the lighting and the contrast and the look of this on here to really demonstrate what the lit up part is going to look like. And then this is more true to the colors of the actual image. Yeah, we do have some of the red symbol culprits in here, but otherwise the symbol clarity I feel like is pretty decent. I think it's good. So yeah, that is our LED, our light up canvas stretched project. Now, last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at this 3D diamond art kit. Now, since I purchased this one, I've seen some other folks post about, there's this cute, is it like a rubber duck style of this that my Michaels didn't have? I totally would have grabbed it if they had, but they have a bunch of new 3D diamond art kit projects that are bigger like this, and the method of putting diamonds on them is a little bit different than your standard run-of-the-mill diamond painting kit. Let me show you, because you have to apply the glue yourself, which it probably says on the back. Yeah, glue and application brush. So you're going to apply the glue, allow the glue to dry, and then add the gems. It's a pretty quick process. You don't have to wait very long at all for the glue to dry. It's a very short amount of time, honestly. And then you start putting them on. I've demoed it in some other like 3D style projects on my channel. Let's see if I can find one. I don't know if it was a Michaels branded one, but I've tested this out and shown it on my channel before. Might have been a diamond art clip kit. So if I can find that video, I'll link it below. You can kind of see what the process looks like. It's the same exact concept. So the instruction sheet is specific to this kind of project. So yeah, put something down for sure. Make sure this is clean and dry and all that. No dust on it or anything. If you, take it out of the box and leave it sit and forget about it. Wipe it off first. And then it says apply a generous amount of glue to the surface and then spread it evenly with the brush. Here's what I would do. You're doing this for the first time, is I would take the glue. I'm not going to open this up because I don't want to break the seal and then have it dry out. Is I would do a small section. I would probably squirt the glue out on, like, let's say a section about this big. Squirt some on there to the surface. Grab the brush and kind of distribute it evenly. You'll kind of get a sense for, okay, does this feel like it's an even layer? You don't want it super thin. You don't need to have it super thick. Just a decent layer of glue. Probably a good idea to err on the side of thinner because you can always add more. And then I feel like it took less than 10 minutes. Truly, I feel like it was less than 10 minutes before I was able to come back and start laying drills down. But then you only have this one section you're able to hold it or maneuver with it easily. I would not try to put glue on the entire thing and then start putting diamonds down. I would do it in sections, would be my suggestion. I don't think it's intended to have any diamonds on the bottom, but you could. I would think it would sit more nice and neat if you didn't have diamonds on the bottom. This is so cute. There's not a hard and fast correct way to do this. It's not like, oh, you need to follow this grid. It's follow your heart, follow your nose. They managed to make this look super neat though. They like did it in really nice lines. That's something I would probably try to copy the idea of, but you don't have to. Like this, the little flower on top is a little more kind of, I don't know, not as strictly gridded done. It's your project. You can do whatever you want with it. When the glue is dry, it'll be clear and tacky. Yeah, you can touch it with your finger and see. The glue shouldn't come off on your finger. If it does, then it's not set yet. Place gems on the surface where the glue has dried. And then, in sections. It's saying one color at a time until all gems are placed. So, same thing. They say same. You do not apply glue to the entire surface. Gems should be applied within 6 hours after the glue is applied. If you happen to... Look, I have kids. Stuff happens. You might have to suddenly walk away before you've been able to put diamonds down on a section and not come back to it for a while. If it's been a while and you're going, I wonder if I can still salvage this. The glue might very well just still be sticky. You can just touch it and see. If it's not, or if it's gotten dust or dirt in it, in spots that don't have diamonds down, take a baby wipe, gently wipe at it, and then let it dry, like a couple minutes, let it dry, and the glue should be kind of cleaned and like reactivated. I use this on regular diamond paintings all the time. There was one time I literally, just to like test it out, I put a whole piece of paper on the glue of a diamond painting. I like smushed it down to like really get it stuck to the glue. Went to try to rip it off. It didn't rip off. Kind of just lightly wipe at it with a baby wipe until it gets wet and the paper will kind of roll and come off. And then the baby wipe just makes sure the glue is like clean, and let it dry. And then glue is perfect afterwards. So just a thought. They give you the same basic toolkit, and then no legend with this one, you guys. This is pretty self-explanatory. You just match the colors. You get this beige color for the vase, pink for the flower, green for the cactus, dark brown for this part, the dirt, the little bit of dirt. That is going to be a pain. But you know what? This has some give to it. You kind of bend it to try to get to the areas you need to. At least so you have drills in those areas. Maybe start with the dark brown, because then it's done. I don't know. So hopefully you have plenty of drills. This seems like this would be plenty. But yeah, I don't know. So that's project number 5. Like I said, they apparently also have this really cute rubber ducky or something one that I'm a little bummed that they didn't have at mine, but this is still pretty dang cute. One sec, I'll be right back. So that is it for my Michaels haul today. I am so interested to hear your thoughts below. Have you checked out Michaels recently to see some of their new products, and what has been jumping out to you? Whether it's one of the things I've shown you here or something else that maybe I missed that you feel like I should definitely go back to check out. Of these, my favorites are probably the little mini hanging projects like these. They're nice for just a really small, easy little project. They're also kid friendly, and probably something that would be a good introduction to diamond painting for someone you think might be interested in the craft. This could be like here's this little thing you could try. I also am partial to the accessories that Make Market's been doing. They have so much now, and so much of it truly feels like, I have to say it again, it feels like they've got someone that actually is a diamond painter themselves and is trying to stay in touch with the diamond painting community and what people are looking for, because they keep releasing things that just seem very smart to me. They seem very like, oh, this makes sense. Like, this is something that an actual diamond painter is going to use and is going to find helpful and practical. So I love seeing the different things that they've come out with over the years. They have caddies with storage containers. They even came out with their own version of like the electric pen, where it just uses air. They've got different kinds of wax and putties, and they even have some scented stuff seasonally sometimes. They have different pens that are ergonomic with the screw-in multi-placer tips that are thinner. They have just a lot. So if you're someone that is looking for some, especially tool upgrades from, a basic toolkit and you're like, I just need like a little something more. I'm just starting out in this craft, or I'm on a really tight budget. Please go check out what Michaels has, because they have a really wide selection. If you don't have one near you, they have a ton available online, and honestly, sometimes their online and app coupons are even better than in store. So highly, highly recommend. If you have been sleeping on Make Market, they're worth checking out. Again, not sponsored, not affiliated, just this is a good deal. And times are tough right now. Like, I'm on a strict budget. A lot of you guys are on a strict budget. We need budget friendly options that are not like just garbage. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm hoping to have some Halloween Make Market stuff to show to you soon. Mine, I don't know if they just hadn't put everything out yet, or if, since I hadn't been to Michael's in like a month, because July was just super, super busy, I don't know if I missed it and it actually was really picked over, but I might be looking at having to order some Halloween stuff from their Halloween diamond painting collection from the app, because they just did not have much at my store. Like, there was a section where it was supposed to go, but it was either really picked over or they had only put out like 10 of their Halloween diamond painting products. So I don't know, but stay tuned for that, probably as we're getting closer into spooky season though. Anyway, you guys, looking forward to hearing your comments, reading your comments below. If you're not subscribed and you liked this video and would like to see more from me, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Do all the YouTubey things. If you want to support me beyond watching my videos, I do have Patreon and YouTube memberships, some perks and stuff. You can check out all the details there. But I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're doing very well. Have a day and a week as wonderful as you are, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.